Rod Serling. You're listening to the Zero Hour.
Suspense.
I'm the Whistler.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Who is it?
The Fat Man.
Presents The Man Called X.
The Mysterious Traveler. Another journey into the realm of the strange and terrifying. I hope you will enjoy the trip, that it will thrill you a little and chill you a little. So settle back, get a good grip on your nerves. Where are we going? You'll find out when we get there.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Drama and Theater, brought to you by Duane Old Time Radio. Drama and Theater features some of the best programs from the golden age of radio, including Escape, The Fat Man, Suspense, The Whistler, Zero Hour, Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar, and many, many more. Before we start today's drama, if you enjoy what I'm doing, let me ask you to subscribe to my channel. Subscribing is 100% free, and you will receive notifications on new posts. Lastly, if you have a moment, write a short 1 or 2 sentence review or give a rating on your preferred podcast service. A positive review or rating would help me out a lot. And now, on to the drama. And thank you for your support, as always. Let George Do It is here with their 4th episode titled The Picnic. And this story aired October 11th, 1946.
Your neighborhood Chevron gas station invites you to Let George Do It, brought to you by the makers of Chevron Supreme Gasoline and RPM Motor Oil. Have a crime that needs solving? Have a dog that needs walking? Have a wife that needs spanking? Let George do it. George Valentine put that ad in the paper, opened an office, and waited for the clients to pour in. He was mildly successful, but for the past few days, nobody has entered his office except his secretary Claire and her brother Sonny, his self-appointed assistant. Not one to worry, George has decided that they need some relaxation. Now we find them driving in the country looking for a place to picnic.
Here?
Not enough trees. Keep going, Mr. Valentine.
Claire, I'm starved.
I want this picnic to be perfect. We must have just the right spot.
Here?
Too flat. I want a hill. Keep going.
Don't listen to her, Mr. Valentine, or we'll die a horrible death. Imagine the irony. They'll look in the car and see a picnic basket. Fried chicken, potato salad, deviled eggs, and 3 emaciated bodies.
How about here?
There's no stream of water. Keep going.
Oh, Mr. Valentine, I'm in agony. After all, I'm still a growing boy. How can I grow when nobody feeds me?
Why are you stopping?
Because we're going to have our picnic right here. All right, last stop. Everybody out.
Mr. Valentine, you can't be serious. Picnic in somebody's front yard?
Well, why not? There are trees, grass, a hill. And if you want a stream of water, just ring their doorbell and tell them you're thirsty.
I think it's a swell idea.
I won't get out of the car.
Well, suit yourself. Hand me the basket, Sonny.
You bet.
Mr. Valentine, I promise. We'll stop at the very next place that looks good.
There's nothing wrong with this spot.
I like it.
But it's private property. We'll be chased off.
The place is deserted. Didn't you notice, Claire? It's all boarded up. Nobody home. The perfect spot for a picnic. Chicken leg, Sonny.
Wait a minute. I fixed that lunch.
Well, then come on and join us. And if you behave yourself, I may even let you sit next to me.
Oh, give me that basket. I'll serve.
All right, then snap into it.
All right. Nick?
Not on an empty stomach.
Mr. Valentine. Care for wings?
Make that 2 wings and you made a sale. There's nothing I like better than chicken wings. You know, when I was a kid, Ow!
What's the matter?
Hey, somebody hit me. Come on now, which one of you is guilty? Who hit me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, look. Somebody threw a shoe at you.
I told you we shouldn't have stopped here.
Well, how do you like that? A lady's slipper.
Where do you suppose it came from?
Oh, from the house, of course. Look up there on the 2nd floor.
I don't see anything.
Well, there's a window open over to the right. Hey, and I thought the place was deserted.
Mr. Valentine, there's a note tied to this slipper.
Hey, what does it say?
Yeah. A note written in lipstick. Intriguing.
Well, don't keep it to yourself. Read it.
I am being held prisoner in this house. Please save me. Well, a maiden in distress.
Now that's silly.
Cute little slipper. 5 double A. Petite.
Somebody's trying to play a joke on you.
Written in orange lipstick. Hey, she must be a blonde. See you later.
Mr. Valentine, where are you going?
To rescue the maiden, of course.
Yeah, but do you think it's on the level?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out.
Now, Mr. Valentine, somebody's trying to make a fool out of you.
Well, I'm in the mood for it.
Wait a minute. You must go, then I'm going with you. You may need help. You may be up against a gang.
Are you thinking of the gang or the orange lipstick?
What are you thinking of?
That's the leading question. Come on, to the rescue.
Gee, do you think we'll have to break the door down, Mr. Valentine?
Only as a last resort, Sonny.
I've always wanted to see someone break down a door. Hey, this is kind of exciting.
What was that?
It sounded like a bell.
Where'd it come from?
Jeepers, I'm sorry, Mr. Valentine. I guess I leaned on the doorbell.
Oh, Sonny.
Mr. Valentine, I hear someone coming to the door.
All right, now you two keep mum. I'll do the talking.
Well, what do you want?
Oh, I'm very sorry to disturb you, madam. I didn't think there was anyone here. The place is boarded up.
That's not your affair at all. Now, what do you want? What are you doing here?
We're having a little car trouble. Would you mind if I used your phone?
I certainly would. You can't come in.
But, madam, we just...
Anyway, the phone is out of order. Yes, it's been disconnected. Now, get away from here.
Oh, now, wait a minute, lady. Don't close the door.
I have nothing else to say to you. Get off my property immediately.
Well, what a nice even temper.
She almost slammed that door on my nose.
Well, Mr. Valentine, now are you satisfied? Nothing wrong in there. She was just an old lady.
What about the slipper? And the note written in lipstick?
Maybe it didn't even come from this house.
It's the only one around for miles.
Hey, maybe somebody tossed it out of a tree.
Oh, a squirrel?
Anyway, it's none of your affair. Let's get away from here.
Oh, Claire, where's your sense of chivalry?
Well, then why don't you go to the police?
Now, there's a sensible suggestion.
Why bother the police until I find out what this is all about? Remember, I earn my living getting people out of trouble.
But, Mr. Valentine, you don't have a client.
Oh, yes, I have. It's 5 double A. She asked me to save her. You saw the note.
Yeah, but that old lady won't let you in the door.
Well, then I won't use the door.
Mr. Valentine, what are you going to do?
Nothing. Until it gets dark. Come on, kids. Let's have our picnic.
Now be careful.
Yep. Quiet. I'm all right.
Yeah, but do you think the trellis will hold you? You're full of chicken.
Gotta hold me.
Climbing up a trellis at your age.
Very romantic. I feel like a cross between Romeo and Robin Hood.
Mr. Valentine!
Just a little slippery.
How do you know you can get in that window?
Oh, I'll get in. I used to be a vacuum cleaner salesman.
What are we supposed to do while you're selling a vacuum cleaner?
Just stay there. If I don't come out in half an hour, get the cops. It's all right. It's not locked.
Some drop if his foot slips.
Sonny, keep quiet.
He'd be splattered all over the flagstone walk.
Sonny.
He'd make quite a splash.
Sonny.
It's all right. He got in.
I don't like this. Breaking into someone's house.
Oh, you gotta hand it to him, sis. He's pretty brave at that.
It's the orange lipstick. Too bad it wasn't a man's shoe. He'd have kept right on eating chicken.
I wonder what he's doing now.
Probably looking for the other slipper.
Maybe it belonged to that old lady.
Well, I'm not going to stand out here all evening. This is ridiculous. Sonny, ring the bell.
Oh, now, Claire, you'll spoil everything. You heard what he said. It's not a half hour yet.
All right, come on in, but don't make any noise.
Is it okay?
What happened?
Nothing. The coast is clear. Nobody around but the old woman. And she's in the front room playing solitaire. Come on.
What are we going to do?
Upstairs. Follow me. And take it easy.
Golly, I don't like this.
It's kind of a spooky house.
Quiet. Okay. All right, now we'll start with these rooms. Sonny, are you game?
Yeah, well, I guess so. What do I have to do, Mr. Valentine?
You take the rooms to the right of the stairway. Try the doors. If you come across one that's locked, let me know. You got it?
Where will you be?
I'm going to look over the rooms on the other side. Claire, you better come along with me.
Well, maybe she ought to come with me. I mean, just for company.
No. I want to look after her.
You think something's going to happen?
Now, Sonny, if you're afraid, just say so.
Oh, I'm not afraid. Just cautious, that's all.
Okay, then, get going. Come on, Claire.
I'm right behind you, Mr. Valentine.
Oh, I wish I could whistle. Well, here's the door. Go on, Sonny, open it. Just put your hand on the knob and turn it. Oh, it would be a squeaky door. It's just somebody's bedroom. Nothing in here. Let's take another door. This is pretty easy. Well, go ahead, Sonny. Open it. It's locked. Well, there's a key in the door. Darn it. Come on, Sonny. Unlock it. Be brave. It's dark in here. Oh, pardon me. I didn't know there was anybody in here. Gee, for a minute I thought there was somebody in there. I'm getting out of here. Mr. Valentine. Mr. Valentine.
Keep quiet and come in. Close that door. What's the matter with you, Sonny?
What happened? Oh, nothing much. I just heard somebody moaning, that's all.
Moaning? Who was it? Did you see anybody?
I didn't wait to investigate.
Oh, all right. Stay here with Claire. I'll have a look around.
Oh, I'm going with you.
Now, Claire, you might get in my way. You'll be safe here. Just...
Mr. Valentine.
The light.
Oh, it's all right. The lights went off, that's all. Now, don't get excited.
But it's so dark.
Well, somebody's having fun with a switch.
Do you think the lights went out all over the house?
I don't know, maybe. Come on, we're getting out of here. Darn it.
What's the matter?
The door's locked.
But it can't be. I just walked in.
Well, somebody must have been following you and locked the door after you.
You mean somebody's been watching us all this time?
Yeah, it looks that
And
way.
they've locked us in the room.
Oh, what'll they do to us?
Now, Claire, remember, you're not the hysterical type.
Oh, I'll try to remember.
Good girl. Say, what size shoe do you wear? Maybe you can throw it out the window.
Mr. Valentine, I'm not really frightened. Would you mind just sort of holding it?
Oh, a pleasure. Where are you?
Here.
And I'm here.
Do I have to hold your hand, too? Say, there must be another way out of this room. Got any matches?
I never use them.
Oh, and I left my lighter in the car.
There isn't any other way out.
How do you know, Sonny?
I didn't say anything.
Claire, is your voice changing?
I didn't say anything.
Well, then who said that?
Where'd that voice come from?
Don't waste time trying to find me, because I'm not in the room with you. In 5 minutes, the lights will go on. The door will be unlocked. You'd better get out of here if you want to stay healthy.
Jeepers.
You've got just 5 minutes to think it over. That's all.
Mr. Valentine, we're going to do just what that voice said. Mr. Valentine, did you hear me?
I think we better, Mr. Valentine. It sounded like it meant it.
Mr. Valentine.
And what about Miss 5AA and the moaning you heard?
Well, you can report that to the police.
When it's too late to do anything?
After all, it's not our affair, Mr. Valentine. She really isn't our client.
Well, what's that got to do with it?
You'd risk our lives just because of a slipper and an orange lipstick?
Okay, maybe you're right, Claire.
Of course I'm right.
Sure she is.
Okay. Claire, you and Sonny get out of the car. Better drive straight to the police.
What about you?
I'll stay here and look around a bit.
I see. Sonny,
Yeah, sis?
you go down to the car. Better drive straight to the police.
Claire, what about you?
I'll help Mr. Valentine. Look around a bit.
Oh. Well, I guess the car will be safe enough just where it is.
But, Sonny...
I'll help you help Mr. Valentine. Look around a bit.
Well, looks like George is in a tight spot this time. While he looks around a bit, and while Claire and Sonny help him, let me bring you an interesting bit of information. They tell me that surveys are all the rage these days. Anytime a businessman runs into a problem, he just runs a survey and gets all the answers from his adding machine. So I thought I'd run a little one-man survey of my own and find out why people like to do business at Chevron gas stations. Well, it turns out that folks find Chevron dealers mighty nice to do business with. First, they like the friendly, competent service they get at Chevron gas stations. And second, they know that they can get famous Chevron Supreme gasoline and RPM motor oil at Cream, Green, and Burgundy stations all through the West. Just one thing I'd like to add. The Chevron dealer in your neighborhood operates his own business. He's on his own, and his success depends on keeping you a satisfied customer. That's your best guarantee of a warm welcome when you stop at a Chevron gas station this weekend. George, Claire, and Sonny have been warned by a mysterious voice that they'd better get out of the house, and within 5 minutes. Now the time is up, and George is just reaching for the doorknob.
Yep, it's unlocked, all right. Come on. I want it to look as if we're leaving the house. So, Claire, you and Sonny start to walk down the stairs. But slowly, understand?
And what will you do?
I want to check up on that moaning. Now, Sonny, point out that room to me.
It's right over there, Mr. Valentine, the one next to the top of the stairs.
Good. All right, start going down. But slowly.
Wish I'd never thought of a picnic.
Oh, don't worry, sis. I'll look after you. Hey, wait for me. Not so fast.
Why couldn't I have suggested a movie? Or even bowling?
Slower, sis.
I wish he'd come downstairs with us instead of poking around up there. He doesn't know how many people he makes.
That came from downstairs.
Claire, are you all right?
It wasn't Claire. It was someone downstairs.
Let me go ahead. Sonny, stay with her.
Okay.
The living room's over this way.
Please, Mr. Valentine, be careful.
Now, where's that Red King buried?
Suffering cat. She's still playing solitaire.
She acts as if nothing happened.
Yeah, well, it may be a stall. Sorry to interrupt you, madam, but the game is up.
I guess you're right. I can't win without the Red King. It's you. What are you doing in this house? I told you the phone is disconnected.
Look, what do you say we stop pretending? Who screamed?
Screamed? Oh, you mean the radio. I was listening to a program, but it frightened me, so I turned it off.
After who locked the door on us, Mr. Valentine?
Yes. And what about that voice?
Look, lady, I'll admit we have no business here, but that's not important now. Someone locked us in a room. Then we heard a voice. It seemed to come over a loudspeaker.
I'm sure I don't know what in the world you're... Oh, Roland, of course. That boy will be the death of me.
Boy? Did you say boy?
I never should have given him that detective set. Roland! Roland! Come downstairs, you naughty boy.
Now, wait a minute. I don't get this.
It's my grandson. He fancies himself an amateur detective. He has this whole house rigged up with microphones and speakers and, well, always playing tricks on me. Roland!
I was just going to bed, Grandmother, honest.
Now, you go upstairs this minute and go right straight to bed, understand? No mortgage tricks. Huh, the very idea.
I'll be good, Grandmother, I promise. Good night.
Do you mean to tell me that kid...
He's your maiden in distress, Mr. Valentine.
Yeah, he really had you going, huh?
Okay, the joke's on me. I'm very sorry, madam. Maybe I made a little mistake.
You have been a little ridiculous, young man.
All right, forgive us for barging in on you. Come on, kids. Let's get out of here. Quick.
And to think you even climbed a trellis to rescue her.
All right. Go ahead. Have your fun. I still say the whole thing is pretty fishy.
Some mystery. Just an old lady and a little boy who likes to play tricks.
Uh-huh. Think so?
Mr. Valentine, what do you mean? Aren't you satisfied yet?
No, I'm not satisfied at all. What about the note? It was feminine handwriting, I'd swear to that.
Maybe the note came with his detective set.
Uh-huh. I wonder if his detective set included a big black cigar.
Cigar?
Sure. Didn't you notice it on the ashtray in the living room?
Well, there's no accounting for some people. Maybe it belonged to the old woman.
She didn't look the type. And why are they living in a house that's boarded up?
What do you say we talk about it on the way home?
Oh, no, Claire. I have a better idea. Suppose you two wait in the car for me.
Oh, Mr. Valentine, you're not going back in that house again.
This time I'm going around the back way and have a look.
Then I'm going with you.
Well, here we go again. Count me in, too.
Okay, but you got to be quiet.
I hope no one sees us. It would be a moonlit night.
The moonlight is very becoming to you, Claire. On you, it looks nice.
Hey, this is no time for that kind of stuff.
I'm always in there pitching, though. Hey, careful now. Stay behind this tree.
The light coming from somewhere.
Yeah, it's the kitchen.
Hey, there's someone in there, Mr. Valentine.
Uh-huh, I see him. Well, it's the boy detective, Roland.
Hey, look at him.
My, what a sweet, innocent little child. Smoking a cigar.
How awful. Doesn't he know that'll stunt his growth?
Not his, Sonny. He'll never grow any taller.
Do you mean he... Mr. Valentine, he's a midget.
A midget?
Of course, I knew it all along.
He turned out the light. He's going in the other room.
Come on, let's see about this window. Hey, we're in luck. It's not locked.
Mr. Valentine, are you sure you want to go in there?
Of course, can't give up now.
What do you think you'll accomplish?
I'm surprised at you, Claire. Don't you remember your fairy stories? Here's the slipper. I'm Prince Charming. So, gotta find Cinderella. Okay, the coast is clear upstairs. Come on.
Where'd the midget go? Did you see him?
He's in the living room with the old lady. Now, Sonny, which room did the moaning come from?
Let's see. First I went into this room, and then I went into that room. Or did I go into that one first and then this one?
Well, make up your mind.
Why don't you look in both rooms, Mr. Valentine?
Brilliant suggestion. Okay, no noise now.
I seem to remember the creak in this door.
Where's the light switch? Oh, here it is.
Well, there's no one in here.
I guess the moaning came from the other room.
Hey, wait a minute. Here's the mate to that slipper. Now I've got two shoes.
You can open up a shoe store.
Mr. Valentine.
What is it, Claire?
Look, on that chair. It's a whip.
Suffering cats, that looks like it would hurt.
A big black whip. The kind Simon Legree used.
Oh, Mr. Valentine. Do you think that someone's been using it on this 5AA?
Uh-oh, we'd better not waste any more time. Come on. We'll try the other room. Shh, quiet now. Is this the door, Sonny?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the moaning came from this room. Hey, it isn't locked. It was locked before. I'm sure it was.
Never mind. Let me go first.
I think that's a fine idea. The light switch is over to the left.
Close the door. Now, let's see.
Mr. Valentine, look. There's someone lying on the bed.
Hey, it's a girl.
Miss 5AA.
Is she?
No, she's all right. Sleeping soundly, though.
Maybe she's been drugged.
Pardon me for mentioning it, Mr. Valentine, but she's not exactly petite. In fact,
She's enormous.
Well, that just goes to show you. You can never tell by the size of the shoe.
Who's in here? Who is it?
Now, don't be frightened, miss. We came to help you.
Who are you? Prince Charming. Who?
You threw a slipper out of the window, didn't you, with a note on it?
Did you find it?
Yes, I've got the slipper.
And you've come to help me. Thank heaven. Oh, please get me out of this house. They're torturing me. Oh, Mr. Valentine, the poor girl.
There, you see what I tell you. Now, don't you worry. You're going to be all right. We'll take care of you.
You've got to get me away from them.
Is there anyone in this house besides the midget and the old lady?
Not so far as I know. Oh, please, you will help me get away from them. I can't take any more.
Now, pull yourself together. Look, there's a trellis outside this window. We'll help you climb down it.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Valentine, but it'll never hold her.
Oh. Yeah, you're right, son.
You won't leave me?
No, of course not. We'll get you out of here some way.
Tiny!
Hey, there's that voice again.
Roland's up to his old trick.
He's going to torture me again. I know it.
Now, take it easy. We're here.
Tiny, listen. Hear that, Tiny? Hear the sizzling?
He's going to start that again.
How do you like that sizzling sound, Tiny? Ah, brown and crisp.
Oh, Mr. Valentine, listen to that. Stop them.
Can you hear the juice running out?
Oh, how horrible.
Oh, jeepers.
Just the way you like it, Tiny. A thick, juicy
Steak?
Steak?
Say, what is this?
Oh, stop him.
with mashed potatoes, swimming in gravy, hot
can I.
And a chocolate cake. We'll be waiting for you in the dining room, Tiny. Hurry down.
I can't hold out any longer. I've got to give in.
Wait a minute. What's this all about? What kind of torture is this anyway? Say, who are you?
Don't you recognize me? I'm Tiny, you know, with the circus. The circus? I used to be the fattest woman in the business. That was before I went on a diet. Now I'm down to 310.
Oh, a mere shadow.
That's right. They were afraid I'd ruin my career, so they locked me in here, and they've been torturing me ever since.
Torturing you? How?
By trying to force me to break my diet and eat again.
I still don't get it. Who are they? Who's the midget and the old lady?
He's a clown, and she's the lion tamer.
Oh, I thought you could crack a whip.
We found this place boarded up, so we decided to move in until the circus opens again.
No wonder they tried to get rid of us. They didn't want anyone to know they were living here.
But I don't understand. Tiny, why did you want to ruin your career? Why'd you want a diet?
Well, you should understand. You're a woman. Romance has never entered my life. I thought that maybe if I got thinner, someone, somewhere, somehow I might have just one fleeting moment of romance. And then I could go back to the circus and be happy with my memories.
Hasn't anyone ever looked at you twice?
They'd have to look at her twice to take her all in.
Sonny, will you shut up?
Well, once something wonderful almost happened to me. It was very beautiful. He thought he was in love with me, and I thought I was in love with him.
Who was he?
The tattooed man in the circus. But it wasn't destined to last.
Oh, why not?
Well, you see, he said that when he fell in love, he was going to have the girl of his dreams tattooed on his chest.
Yes?
His chest wasn't big enough.
Oh, Tiny.
That was my only experience with romance.
Oh, well, I wouldn't exactly say that, Tiny. I know a man who risked his life for you.
You're joking.
Joking? Listen, I climbed a trellis and almost broke my neck. I was locked in a room. I was threatened. But I stayed anyway, just to bring you your slipper.
Why were you so anxious to bring it to me?
Well, because it's the most beautiful slipper I ever saw. You have very dainty feet, Tiny.
Dainty feet? Well, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. It's something I can treasure all my life.
Well, then, there's your memory.
Yes. Whenever I'm unhappy, I'll think of what you said. Dainty feet.
Now can you go back to your career?
Of course, I can start eating again. For one little moment, romance entered into my life. I'll never forget you.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, my Prince Charming.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
I've got to reward
Hey,
you.
watch out.
Don't be shy.
Ouch.
My Prince Charming.
Claire, help!
This isn't the way home. Where are you taking us now, Prince Charming?
Never mind.
Yeah, but it's late and I'm hungry. Jeepers, did you hear that menu? Steak, mashed potatoes. Hey, are you going to a restaurant?
I'm going to a doctor. I better have him look me over. She must have cracked all my ribs. And my Adam's apple doesn't go up and down like it should.
What does it matter? Just so it had a happy ending. Just like the storybook.
Suffering cats, what a day. All we went through for a few cracked ribs.
And a crushed larynx.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We saved a career, didn't we? Now Tiny will be satisfied to be what she was meant to be.
Maybe it's my practical mind, Mr. Valentine. Maybe I shouldn't even mention this. But you are in business, you know. The next time you go after a client, will you please see to it that you collect a fee?
Why, Clara, what are you talking about? I did get my fee.
You mean that kiss?
No, of course not. Here, take a look. There's one for each of us. Isn't it terrific? Free passes to the circus.
George will be back in a moment. Meanwhile, since I was knee-high to a gopher, I've been told that it takes all kinds of people to make a world. But I've been finding out for myself lately that a lot of the best of them are doing business under a Chevron gas station sign. All through the West, I've found that you can pretty generally count on smart, cheerful service when you swing into a Chevron gas station. The reason is simple. Chevron gas stations are home-owned. Chances are the fellow who waits on you is the owner. Naturally, he's going to be mighty careful to give you the best his business has to offer. And there's another good reason for stopping at the cream, green, and burgundy stations. They all handle climate-tailored Chevron Supreme gasoline and RPM compounded motor oil. Try them if you're out for a drive this weekend. And remember, your Chevron credit card is good as gold at a Chevron gas station. Next week at this time, George Valentine has an unusual problem. You'll probably hear something like this.
Why are you so excited, Mr. Valentine? All you have to do is find Mr. Williams a wife.
Yes, but it's got to be a wife who'll love his little Dolores.
Dolores?
Yes, and all her little brothers and sisters.
All her brothers and sisters. A big family, huh? How many has Mr. Williams got?
57.
57 children?
No, 57 pigs.
Chevron gas stations all through the West invite you to be with us again next week for another chapter of Let George Do It, brought to you by the makers of Chevron Supreme Gasoline. Let George Do It, starring Robert Bailey as George, with Frances Robinson as Claire and Eddie Firestone Jr. as Sonny, is written by Pauline Hopkins, produced and directed by Owen Vincent. Others in the cast were Martha Wentworth as Susan, Tommy Bernard as Roland, and Monty Margetts as Tarney. The music was composed and conducted by Charles Dant. Your announcer, John Heaston. Listen again next week, same time, same station, to
Let George Do It.
This is the Mutual Don Lee Broadcasting System. Your neighborhood Chevron gas station invites you to Let George Do It, brought to you by the makers of climate-tailored Chevron Supreme Gasoline and RPM Compounded Motor Oil. When George Valentine got out of the Army, he had an idea and just enough money to set up a small office and put an ad in the paper offering his services as a dog walker, a crime solver, a wife spanker, or whatever a client wants done. So far, he's met with fair success. He's had plenty of clients, but not all of them paid off. That hasn't discouraged George. He's an optimist. Right now, he's striding up to the side door of his office, the door that lets him into his private office without going through his waiting room.
Good morning, Sonny. Sonny? Claire? Hey, where is everybody?
Oh, good morning, Mr. Valentine. We were in the waiting room. We've been kind of busy. I've been taking him up and down the elevator. He never rode in one before. And now Claire's pointing out the tall buildings
Hey,
to him.
look, wait a minute, Sonny. Slow down, will you? What are you talking about?
Your new client.
Oh, have I got a new client?
Yes, sir, and this is his first visit to the city.
Oh, great. Where's he from?
3 Oaks.
3 Oaks. 3 Oaks. Say, that sounds familiar.
Oh, I bet you'll like him, Mr. Valentine. He's very nice.
3 Oaks. Oh, I know. My mother had some cousins living in 3 Oaks.
His name is Jeff Williams.
Jeff Williams. Cousin Jeff.
Hey, is he your cousin?
Yeah, that's right. Haven't seen him in 25 years. He's probably married and has a dozen kids.
Is he really your cousin, Mr. Valentine? Why, he isn't a bit like you. He's very nice.
Oh. Thanks a lot, Sonny. All right, carry on with the office work. I'll see about Cousin Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Valentine.
Good morning, Claire. Well, Cousin Jeff.
Hello, Cousin George.
Say, it's been a long time, Jeff. How are you?
I never felt better in my life, George.
Your cousin was telling me that this is his first visit to the city, Mr.
Oh,
Valentine.
is that so? Sit down, Jeff.
Oh, after you, ma'am.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Williams.
You're welcome, ma'am. Well, I guess you're surprised to see me, George. I've been looking forward to this trip for a long time, but that farm sort of kept me tied down.
But, Jeff, how'd you know where to find me? Am I, famous, even in 3 Oaks?
Oh, I saw your advertisement, George. I have the newspapers mailed to me. Rural Route 4.
Oh, I see. Well, what's on your mind, Jeff?
Well, it's like this. I had a little extra egg money put aside.
Egg money?
Mr. Williams has chickens. He sells the eggs.
Oh.
Oh, my chickens are sure good to me this year. I figure after I pay my hotel bill, I'll have about $100 for you, George.
What do you mean? Why give me $100?
Well, like this, George, I like my farm, you know. I was born and raised there, but it's pretty lonesome, especially winters.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you, Jeff. You want me to find you a wife?
Oh, I figure on doing my own courting. Only trouble, I can't find a girl to court.
Really, Mr. Williams?
Well, you see, ma'am, most of the women in Three Oaks is already married, and those that aren't are spoken for.
Oh, I find the girl and you court her. Well, that's fair enough.
But I got to meet her by Wednesday night. Got to get back home. Have to start my corn husking.
Did you have any special type in mind?
Well, hope you'll forgive me, Miss Brooks, but I'd like a pretty girl like Miss Brooks.
Claire? Claire, what are you doing next Wednesday?
I quit.
Well, don't worry, Jeff. I'm sure I can help you.
Well, there's only one other thing, George. She's got to be a girl who'll love my little Dolores.
Dolores?
And all her brothers and sisters.
All her brothers and sisters? How many have you got?
57.
57 children?
No, 57 pigs.
Pigs?
Pigs.
He raises pigs, Mr. Valentine.
I hope you won't think I'm loony, but those pigs mean a lot to me. I'm fond of them, and they're fond of me.
Okay, Jeff. Just leave everything to me. I'll find a girl for you, all right? Someone who'll love Dolores and all her brothers and sisters. All 57 of them.
I don't want to bother you with questions, Mr. Valentine. But what are we doing here?
Working for our new client. I promised I'd find him a girl, didn't I?
Do you expect to find her in this alley?
Well, this alley leads to the stage door entrance.
Stage door? A showgirl?
Sure, why not? She's got to be pretty. And I'll bet these girls are sick of the bright lights. They'd probably give their eye teeth to settle down on a farm.
What are you going to do? Tap them on the shoulder and say, "Pardon me, but do you like pigs?"
No, of course not. I'm going to be subtle about this. I'll tell them I'm an inquiring reporter. You get it, Claire?
No, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, it's 5:40. The matinee's over a half hour ago.
Yeah, they just sat in
Hey, here they come now. Say, there's a beauty.
Yeah, she'll do.
Oh, Miss. Oh, wait a minute, please.
If it's a date, my mother don't let me go out on no dates. Besides, I'm booked solid for 2 months.
Oh, no, I'm the inquiring reporter. I just want to ask you a question. Would you mind telling me, what's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal? Mink.
Mink?
Yeah, mink. My mother likes ermine.
Oh, I see. Well, thanks a lot.
Maybe you could get Mr. Williams to raise mink instead of pigs.
No, I'll try a brunette this time. Oh, miss.
All right. Give me a pencil and I'll give you my autograph.
Oh, no, thanks. That's not it. You see, I'm the inquiring reporter, and I'd like to ask you a question if you have a minute.
Shoot.
What's your favorite animal?
Male.
Male?
Male.
Oh, I see. Well, thanks a lot.
Is that all?
Yes, miss, thanks. That's plenty.
If you'd like an interview for your paper and pictures, I'm at the Brayton Hotel.
I see. Well, I'll give you a buzz.
And if a man's voice answers, don't hang up. That's me. I'm at the Brayton Hotel.
All right. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Oh, Mr. Valentine, look at this. Coming towards us. The baby doll type.
Huh? Oh, miss.
You mean little old me?
Yeah, that's right. Little old you.
They call me Kathy Phillips. What do they call you?
Well, they call me the inquiring reporter, and I'd like to ask you a question, if you don't mind.
Oh, I think that's just darling of you. What do you want to know?
Well, I wish you'd tell me, what's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal?
That's right.
Promise not to laugh.
I promise.
Cross your heart, hope to die.
Hope to die.
Well, then, don't you dare tell a soul, but I'm just mad about piggies.
Oh, well, that's a nice thing. Piggies? Claire, we found her.
I don't mean to rush you, Cousin George. That's not why I phoned. I'm just a little anxious, that's all.
Now, will you be patient, Jeff? I think I found the right girl for you. She's small, she's pretty, she's blonde.
But does she like pigs?
Does she like pigs? The girl's mad about pigs.
She sounds like the one I've been looking for, all right. When can I meet her, Cousin George?
Why, she's in my office right now. I'll arrange a date for you tonight. You can take her out to dinner.
Dinner? Say, maybe I better get my hair cut.
Yeah, you do that, Jeff, and I'll call you later. Goodbye.
Bye.
Sonny.
Yes, sir?
Send Kathy Phillips in here, will you? I want to talk to her.
Okay, Mr. Valentine. Mr. Valentine wants to see you, miss.
You want to see little old me, Mr. Valentine?
Yeah, sit down, Kathy. I want to talk to you.
Did I win some sort of contest? Is that what this is all about?
Never mind. You'll find out soon enough. Kathy, do you like farms?
Oh, Mr. Valentine, I adore farms. Of course, I've never been on a farm, but then when you adore something, well, you just adore it, that's all.
Oh, yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. Just so you like pigs. Can you cook?
Cook? You mean mix up things in the kitchen?
Yeah, well, that's sort of the idea.
Oh, I don't think anyone can mix up things in the kitchen like I can.
Yeah, I'll bet. Well, never mind. Just so you like pigs.
I brought my collection down for you to see, Mr. Valentine.
Collection? What collection?
It's in this box. Go ahead, open it.
Yeah, well, what is it?
Oh, they don't hurt you, silly. Go on, open it.
All right, I'll buy it. What in the name of heaven are these?
I told you, I just adore piggies.
Great Caesar's ghost. Piggy banks.
Piggy bank.
Well, how was I to know? When she said piggies, I thought it was just her baby talk.
She's got over 100 piggy banks, Mr. Valentine. I counted them.
Never mind the piggy banks. We got to do something.
Good afternoon. Let George do it.
Hello, Miss Brooks. How are you?
Oh, fine, Jeff. Just a minute. It's your cousin.
Oh, I got to stall him. Hello, Jeff.
I phoned to ask you about my date tonight, Cousin George.
Oh, well, now look, Jeff, you'll have to be patient. She can't make it tonight.
Oh, shucks. I had my hair cut.
Well, Jeff, it'll keep. She'll have dinner with you tomorrow night. Now, this girl is worth waiting for.
I don't want to rush her, but I have to get back to start my corn husking.
Yeah, you'll make it. Now, don't worry. Goodbye, Jeff.
Yeah, goodbye.
Mr. Valentine, I don't like this. Jeff is too nice to try to put something over on him.
Now, Claire, what are you talking about? Kathy's a wonderful girl.
Yeah, but Mr. Valentine, she won't know any more about pigs tomorrow night than she does right now.
Oh, yes, she will. Because you two are to go down to the library and pick up all the books they have on pigs.
Then what'll we do with them?
You see to it that Kathy reads them.
What makes you think she can read?
Then you read them to her. Take her to your apartment. Spend all day, and all night if you have to. But I want that girl to know everything there is to know about pigs. You understand? Now get going.
Chandler Bookshop.
Hello, this is Sonny Brooks. Is it too late to send out some books to us right away?
Why, no, I don't believe so.
We went through all they had in the library, but she still doesn't know anything about pigs.
Pigs?
Yeah. Send us everything you've got. Send it to apartment 5306 Sharp Street.
What street? Spell that, please.
Sharp. S is in swine, H is in hogs, A is in animal, R is in ribs, and P is in pig's feet. Where's that waitress? Why doesn't she take our order? All that talk about pigs made me hungry.
Oh, never mind, Sonny. She'll get around to us soon. Now, come on, Kathy. Name the different kinds of pigs.
Oh, Claire, I'm such a tired little old thing.
Now, Kathy, Mr. Valentine has big plans for you. But you've got to know your pigs.
Well, let me see. There's the Yorkshire pigs. They've got the darlingest little spots all over them.
Hey, that's not right, is it, Claire?
Kathy, Yorkshire are white. You mean the spotted Poland China. Its head is rugged, medium in length, and slightly dished in the profile.
Oh, Claire, you use such big words. I guess I'm just a little old dummy. I wasn't very smart in school. I never will forget the trouble I had in 5th grade.
You mean you got to the 5th grade?
Sonny. If you could only talk to someone who really knows pigs.
Well, what'll it be, folks? Can I take your order?
You order for us, Sonny.
Well, we might as well stay in the spirit. We better have the best pork chops from great big pigs.
Oh, the best pork chops come from the medium type, like the Berkshire and the Hampshire.
Hey, Claire, listen to our waitress.
Oh, I was raised on a farm. Well, what'll it be, folks?
Never mind the food. Just tell this girl everything you know about pigs.
Yeah, and please, use words of only one syllable.
Come on, open up. Say, where is everybody?
Oh, it's you.
Oh, good morning, Claire.
Come in.
Did I wake you?
Wake me. I haven't been to bed yet.
Well, you can sleep tonight. Say, how's our pupil getting along?
I don't know about Kathy, but whenever I close my eyes, I see pigs. Yorkshire, Berkshire, Hampshire, Durham.
Hey, you know your pigs all right.
Hello, Mr. Valentine.
Oh, good morning, Sonny. Where's Kathy?
She's still learning her lines.
Her lines? What are you talking about?
Well, we finally hit on a system that works with her. We pretend she's playing a part in a show.
Yeah, we write the lines, and she learns them. I'll show you. Kathy? Oh, Kathy.
I'm coming. Oh, Mr. Valentine, it's you.
Yep, little old me.
Go ahead, Kathy. Recite for him.
All right. The Poland China has a head that is rugged in appearance, medium in length, and slightly dished in the profile.
Well, that's wonderful, marvelous, tremendous. Jeff will be the happiest man in Three Oaks.
Jeff? Who's Jeff?
Oh, sit down, Kathy. The time has come for us to have a little talk.
Oh, I just adore that, Mr. Valentine.
Kathy, how would you like to settle down on a little farm?
A farm?
With 57 pigs.
I think that'd be just darling. Could I name them?
Oh, sure, of course. Now, look, Kathy, I'm not promising you anything, understand? But you'll have dinner with him tonight.
Dinner? Oh, I am fond of eating.
Yeah, I'll bet. Now, you meet him, he meets you. The rest is up to you, too.
Oh, what do you mean, Mr. Valentine?
Well, I mean, if he likes you and you like him, then you make your own plans. I'm just sort of bringing you together, that's all. Arranging a date for tonight.
About that date, Mr. Valentine, I'm afraid I won't be able to keep it.
You won't? Why not?
I hate to disappoint you, Mr. Valentine.
Why? What's wrong?
Well, I'm afraid he might not like it.
Who might not like it?
My husband.
Your husband?
You've got a husband?
Well, of course. Didn't I tell you? He's just the sweetest little old thing. He collects piggy banks, too.
George certainly finds himself in an embarrassing situation now. While he's figuring out an answer, I'd like to have a little talk with you. You know, most folks are alike. We all enjoy doing business with the neighborhood grocer, the druggist, or the hardware man who gives us a friendly smile when we come in. Kind of a chap who asks about the kids when he wraps up our package. That's one reason why many folks like to trade at home-owned Chevron gas stations. They're run by local men who've made good, friendly, capable fellows who know most everyone in town and know their cars equally well. They're all mighty nice people to do business with. That's why you always feel at home when you stop at a Chevron gas station. There's another thing you can count on finding at Chevron gas stations. They all carry that climate-tailored Chevron Supreme gasoline and RPM compounded motor oil. All of them honor your Chevron credit card, too. So whenever you're on a trip, make it a habit to stop at Chevron gas stations. Well, George found a girl for his client, all right. Kathy was small, pretty, and blonde, and she learned all about pigs. There was only one catch. Kathy was already married. Now George, Claire, and Sonny are still in Claire's apartment.
Why didn't you ask her if she was married?
Well, I didn't think about it.
The most important thing of all, and you didn't think about
Well, it just didn't occur to me. I did mention settling down on a farm.
But you didn't mention the farmer.
Oh, I forgot. It slipped my mind.
Oh, fine. Wonderful. And after all we went through teaching her about pigs.
Yeah. Well, I can't even bear to look at bacon. And when I sleep, I don't snore anymore. I just go oink, oink,
Oh,
oink.
Sonny, will you get out of here?
Okay, I know what I'm out for.
Now, Claire, what are we going to do? Jeff is supposed to phone me here, and I'm supposed to have the date all set. What'll I tell him now?
That's your problem, Mr. Valentine. I wash my hands of the whole thing.
Oh, now, Claire, don't say that. Jeff's been looking forward to this trip for years. If I can't get him a bride, well, at least I can get him a dinner date.
Besides, there's the $100.
Claire, you don't think I'd accept money from my own cousin? You make me sound like a heel.
Well?
That must be Jeff. You talk to him.
Oh, no. Talk to him yourself. Take your medicine like a man.
Oh, a fine secretary I've got. Hello?
Hello, this is Jeff.
Oh, hello, Jeff.
I got another haircut, Cousin George.
Another haircut. That's great.
Now, what about my date for tonight? You know, I've got to get back to the farm tomorrow.
Well, you see, it's like this, Jeff. You see, this girl knows her pigs, all right.
Fine, that'll give us something to talk about.
You know, she knows all about pigs. And you see, well, this girl is very pretty.
I'm anxious to meet her.
And you see, this girl is...
Married.
Will you stop it?
Stop what?
No, not you. You see, Jeff, it's like this. Oh, wait a minute.
What's the matter?
What's the matter?
Why can't you have dinner with him?
Me? Oh, no, you don't.
What'd you say, Cousin George?
Well, you're beautiful.
I am.
And you know about pigs.
Well, I ought to. I was raised with them.
Well, how about it?
You'd hand me over for a measly $100.
Oh, now, don't get dramatic. It's just a dinner date.
Well, it's more than just a dinner date.
It's more than just a dinner date, and you know it.
Now, look, it's his first trip to the city, and he's my cousin. How can I let him down?
Let who down?
You know he likes you. Remember, he said he wanted to meet a girl just like you.
Like who?
You'd sell your own grandmother for $100.
Whose grandmother?
Oh, Grandma's fine, thank you, George.
Oh, now, listen, Claire. All you have to do is have dinner with him. Is that too much to ask of you?
All right, I'll do it.
You will have dinner with him?
With who?
I'll have a lot of dinners with him. I always wanted to live on a farm.
Claire.
Tell your cousin to get a haircut and meet me at Pierre's.
It sure is nice of you to have dinner with me, Claire.
It's nice of you to think it's nice of me.
I won't try to figure that out.
No. I like it.
You like what?
Your haircut.
Yeah, I had it cut twice. Say, maybe we ought to eat something.
Yes, sounds like a good idea.
Well, let's see what's on this bill of fare. Oh,
What's the matter?
they don't spell very good.
Huh? Oh, it's in French.
You know, that's one thing I didn't learn on the farm.
Never mind, Jeff. I don't like this place anyway. It's much too expensive.
Oh, that's all right. You're forgetting about my egg money.
Now, look. Those chickens didn't go to all that trouble just so you could throw your money away on me. Come on.
Oh, where'll we go?
There's a restaurant in my neighborhood that has good food. And it's cheap, too.
See, you're saving my money for me already. How'll I ever be able to thank Cousin George?
You won't have to thank him. Just give him the $100. That's all he's interested in. Come on, Jeff. Let's go someplace where they know how to spell.
Sonny. Sonny, wake up. Sonny.
Yorkshire, Berkshire, Hampshire,
Sonny.
Polandshire,
Sonny.
and Duroc. Oh,
Claire isn't home yet. I've been sitting here waiting for her to come back.
what time is it?
3 o'clock.
It is? Then why'd you wake me? Let me go back to counting pigs.
Oh. Sonny, why would a dinner date take so long?
Maybe he's a slow eater.
Sonny, you don't seem to realize how serious this is. She's been gone for 8 hours. I've been sitting here watching the clock.
Why don't you read something?
I don't feel like reading.
We got quite a choice of books. There's breeding pigs and pig breeding and pigs and their breeds.
Hey, do you suppose she's purposely staying out late just to worry me?
Well, she is. She has.
Sonny, Jeff liked her. He liked her a lot. Sonny, did she like him?
Well, my sister goes for the shy type.
Oh. Would you call me shy?
Well,
don't answer that. You know, Sonny, I like her.
So do I.
Sonny, I think I love her.
I think I do, too.
And I threw her at him. I forced her to go out with him. I'm a fool. I'm a sap. I'm a
fathead.
A fathead. Thanks a lot, Sonny.
You're welcome, Mr. Valentine. That's the telephone.
I'll get it. Hello?
Hello?
Claire, where are you?
What are you doing at my place, Mr. Valentine?
Well, I was waiting for you to get back.
Oh, you don't mean you were worried.
Worried? Why should I worry? Claire, where are you? It's 3 o'clock.
I thought you weren't worried.
Well, it's just that... Well, I don't want you showing up late for work tomorrow.
I won't be at work tomorrow, George.
Claire, you call me George.
Well, I'm in a sentimental mood.
Hey, Claire, will you please tell me, where are you calling from?
From Dr. Hutchison's house.
Dr. Hutchison, are you hurt?
He's a minister.
A minister? Claire.
Cousin Jeff said to send you his love. Goodbye, George.
Eloped. Are you sure, Mr. Valentine?
Sonny, will you get dressed and shut up?
Yeah, but where are we going?
We're going to annul the marriage.
Mr. Valentine.
You don't want Jeff for a brother-in-law, do you? And how'll I get along without her? What'll happen to me?
What'll happen to me? I don't want to go to Three Oaks and live with pigs.
No. Here's his address, Dr. Hutchison, 310 G Street. Come on.
Yeah, but what'll we do there?
He can tell us where they went. He can tell how to find her. I'm not giving her up, Sonny. Not without a fight. This is a place. Come on.
Don't you think it's a little late to be busting in on people?
No, we can't help that. I'll do the talking.
Don't you think it's a little late to be ringing doorbells?
Well, we've got to find her before he takes her to Three Oaks.
Can I help you?
Oh, I want to speak to Dr. Hutchinson right away. It's very important.
Are you sure? I hate to disturb him. He had to get up a little while ago. We had a wedding party here.
A wedding party? Sonny, a wedding party.
I heard her.
Such a lovely young couple. And so much in love.
Maybe it was some other couple, Mr. Valentine.
Yeah, maybe. Was the groom tall and outdoorish looking?
Oh, he was a very wholesome young man. He told me all about his pigs.
Oh, pigs. It's the right people, all right.
I never saw a happier bride in all my life. And I've seen a lot of brides.
Are you sure she was happy?
She was all smiles.
She was all smiles, Mr. Valentine.
Well, maybe it was just an act.
Oh, no. At the end of the ceremony, when they kissed, well, I never saw such a kiss in all my life. And I've seen a lot of kisses.
Oh.
Oh.
Now then, what did you want to see my husband about?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Come on, Sonny.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Mr. Valentine? Mr. Valentine, what time is it?
4 o'clock.
Don't you think it's a little late for us to be out taking a walk?
What else could we do?
Sleep?
I couldn't sleep.
Oh, I guess I couldn't either.
Look, there's just the two of us left now, Sonny. We'll have to stick together.
And you're not going to try to stop her?
Stop her? How can I stop her? We've got to think about her, Sonny. If she's happy, then, well, we'll just give her up.
But, Mr. Valentine...
We've got to be men.
Well, I'll try.
Come on, let's go in this restaurant and have some breakfast.
We haven't had dinner yet.
All right, then we'll have dinner. Not that I can eat. I don't think I'll ever be able to eat again.
Is this table all right?
Oh, what does it matter? I can't eat anyway.
Well, then why'd we come in here?
Well, I just want to sit and look at the food and feel miserable.
What'll it be, gentlemen? Scrambled eggs and a nice side order of ham.
Ham? Don't even mention... Claire!
Claire, what are you doing here?
Working.
Working?
Excuse me, they want me in that booth. It's a wedding breakfast.
Here, well, I don't get this. Why should
Mr. Valentine, look. In that booth. It's Jeff.
Jeff? Oh, of course. It's their wedding breakfast.
Well, then why is she working here as a waitress?
Oh, well, maybe they haven't got enough money to get back to Three Oaks.
Hey, he's coming to our table. You won't start a fight, will you, Mr. Valentine?
Fight? I haven't got any fight left in me.
Well, I'm sure glad to see you, Cousin George.
I told Jeff you were here.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Cousin Jeff.
Thanks a lot.
I hope you'll be very happy. And that comes from the heart, Claire.
What heart?
Well, I guess the best man won. Be good to her, Jeff.
You bet I will. Oh, Cousin George, about the $100.
Ah, forget it.
Why, Mr. Valentine.
Oh, no, I don't want to forget it. After all, you kept your part of the bargain. You got me a date, and now look what happened. And about the $100, Cousin George.
Buy yourself a wedding present, Jeff. A pig or something.
A pig? Well, thanks a lot. Now I better get back to Margie.
Yeah, you go right ahead and get... Margie? Who's Margie?
Well, I thought you knew. Margie's my bride.
Your bride? What about Claire?
Claire is our bridesmaid.
Claire? You mean...
You remember Margie, don't you, Sonny? She waited on us when we were here yesterday.
Hey, she's the girl who knows all about pigs.
She sure does. You know, Margie was born just 10 miles from my place, but can you beat it? We never met until Claire brought me here tonight.
I knew it'd be love at first sight.
Oh, well, Claire, look, I got to talk to you. Sit down.
I can't, Mr. Valentine. I'm working for Margie for the rest of the day. I don't get off duty till 6.
Then I'll stay right here and wait for you.
Well, I'll say goodbye. Our train leaves in a little while. I want you to know, Cousin George, that I'm the happiest man in the world.
Oh, no, you're not. I am.
Me too.
Now, Jeff, you remember to look us up when you come back to the city.
Oh, we won't be coming back. Margie and I decided that we'd stay in Three Oaks for the rest of our lives.
Why, Jeff?
Just settle down on a little farm and raise pigs.
You'll hear George's voice again in just a moment. In most parts of the West, motorists are facing the time of year that's hardest on cars. Cooler weather and rain or snow always bring with them some annoying car troubles. Most of these can pretty well be avoided, however, by a checkup trip to your neighborhood Chevron dealer. He'll put the right grade of RPM compounded motor oil in your car's crankcase, see that its transmission and differential have the right kind of grease for the season, and he'll check your battery and accessories like windshield wiper blades, spark plugs, and lights. You can depend on getting a good job of winter checking at a Chevron gas station. Chevron dealers, you know, are in business for themselves. They've had plenty of car service experience before branching out on their own. So you can count on a competent, conscientious job. See about that winter checkup this weekend. Talk it over with your neighborhood Chevron gas station man. Well, Well, next week, a celebrity brings his problem to George, and you'll probably hear something like this.
Well, sure, of course I know you. Jimmy Jones, the greatest cowboy star in pictures.
That's right. I work in horse operas. Mr. Valentine, you've got to help me.
Sure, what's on your mind, Jimmy? What can I do for you?
Look, now you mustn't breathe a word of this. It'd ruin my career.
You can trust me, Jimmy. What's the matter?
Mr. Valentine, I'm afraid of horses.
Chevron gas stations all through the West invite you to be with us again next week for another chapter of Let George Do It, brought to you by the makers of Chevron Supreme Gasoline and RPM Compounded Motor Oil. Let George Do It, starring Robert Bailey as George, with Francis Robinson as Claire and Eddie Firestone Jr. as Sonny, is written by Pauline Hopkins, produced and directed by Owen Vincent. Others in the cast were Frank Martin as Jeff, Jane Webb as Kathy, Rena Craig as Margie, and June Foray as Mrs. Hutchinson. The music was composed and conducted by Charles Dant. Your announcer, John Heaston. Listen again next week, same time, same station, to Let George Do It. This is the Mutual Don Lee Broadcasting System.
Thank you for listening to and showing your support for my podcast. If you would like to receive notifications of when new episodes are posted, please subscribe to my channel. Subscriptions are 100% free, and they really help me get an idea of how I'm doing. Well, hope you enjoyed, and until next time, stay safe, wish you well, and as always, peace.